From Studio 3C in Rockefeller Center, this is News 4 New York.
And still to come when Today New York returns, Broadway on a budget. Find out which new shows are offering deep discounts right now when we come back.
7:52, and we're taking a live look at Times Square, the heart of the theater district, of course. But, you know, heading to a Broadway show can be a little expensive. Think about it. 2 tickets or more can run you a few $100s. Then you got to eat, you know, dinner. And then you got to park the car, too. Center on the aisle, Steve Schoenberg is back with some tips to help you experience Broadway on a budget. Good morning, Steve.
Morning.
Always good to have you with us. You're saying this is a good time in the season to see some shows at a good deal. Why is the timing working out for everybody?
Well, sure. When the spring shows open, they go from what's called preview performances to being reviewed. So to the average theater goer, that really doesn't mean much except for one thing. There's discounts available, right? So once it opens, it can go back up to full price. And it can make it really hard to get to go see a show. So now's the time, if you can find the right discounts, to go see one of the biggest shows. And in a few months, you're going to say, oh, I wish I had seen that. So now's the time.
And you get to be cool and say you saw it before everybody else did, which
right.
That's always a good and with the deal. Now let's talk about David Hyde Pierce, who's a big star, you know, on Frasier here on NBC.
Sure.
And he's an accomplished Broadway actor. And this is his first time directing, right?
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us about his show.
It's called It Should Have Been You, and it's sort of a play on the common wedding musical and fun. Think of My Big Fat Greek Wedding. This is a play on the Jewish wedding with the Catholic bride, a big fun musical. It's starring Tyne Daly, so Cagney and Lacey, another starry cast with David Burtka and also Sierra Boggess as well.
Okay, some big names there.
Sure.
Gigi, classic show. I mean, a lot of people have seen it coming back, and I know getting good notices, especially for the female lead.
Well, it's coming from D.C., and Vanessa Hudgens is starring in it, known for High School Musical. It's a beloved love story about she's sort of a tomboy who becomes this beautiful woman and attracts a man named Gaston. And also, it's known, of course, for the Marie Chevalier song, Thank Heaven for Little Girl.
It's a great cast.
So everyone loves that.
And she's getting really good notices. She's all grown up, as you can see there. Something Rotten. This sounds kind of fun. Sure.
It's definitely one of the ones that people are really looking forward to. It's really one of the most fresh new musicals coming to Broadway. It's from the director of Aladdin and Book of Mormon. It's a play on the fun of if somebody wrote a new show when Shakespeare was alive. You know, he was really dominating the scene back then. So 2 brothers said, I want in on this too. So they were the ones who write the first musical, sort of by accident, starring Christian Borle, which a lot of people know from another great NBC show, Smash.
Oh, sure, of course.
Yeah.
So that's into like Shakespeare in Love meets the producers. There's sort of a little mixture of worlds there. The Visit with a Broadway, you know, veteran, stage and screen, I should say, Cheetah Rivera.
Yeah, we went from the fun show, so let's go to the really dark shows.
Okay, you have to cover the spectrum.
Yeah, definitely. Her name's Claire Zakanassian. She comes from a very poor town. She leaves the town. She becomes a billionaire. She comes back and she says, I'm going to save this town. I'll bring back money and I'll save you under one condition. You kill the man that left me many years ago.
Ooh. Heck hath no fury. And this is, they say this is going to be her last show?
She has said that. It's also going to be, it is the last Kendra and Ed musical. They, of course, wrote Chicago and Cabaret.
Sure, and she's performed in this role for years, but she's going to bring it home here on Broadway.
Almost 10 years.
And we also have one more here, Hand to God. This is another darker one?
Yeah, not everybody loves a musical, so this one's pretty dark, but a lot of fun. It's about a guy who's really passionate, but the thing he's passionate about is a demonic entity in his life. It's a sock puppet. So you can just think about how hysterically funny that's going to be, and it had a really big off-Broadway run at MCC, and they're really excited for this Broadway transfer. So this is Avenue Q meets The Exorcist? I mean, I think that's a really fair assessment. This is an evil puppet. Pretty much. Okay. I mean, all right. Pat, I am in on this one. Evil sock puppet. All right, something for everybody, as always, Steve. And we have a whole discount guide on centerontheaisle.com for this show alone. All right, very good. We appreciate it, Steve. Thank you so much. Thank you, Gus. Enjoy the season. You too. It's 7:56.